All right, welcome to another episode of Niger EPL Nation, Nigeria's greatest fans for English football and greatest fans in the world. If you know how crazy we go, I think a couple of years ago, a Man U fan, Kool-Aid, remember a Man U fan drove into a crowd afterwards because his team lost. After they lost to, after Man U lost to what was it? Messi's team, Barcelona, in the Champions League in the northern part of Nigeria. Somebody drove a crowd into a crowd of Barcelona fans. So you know we love English football. So let's get started. So Kunle, today we're going to talk about Liverpool. So Liverpool has won 2 games, but they're living dangerously. And to be honest with you, I'm not impressed with Slot at all. The team doesn't look to be organized in defense. Last week he made some dodgy substitutions with the fullbacks. A lot of people saying he had to because the players was tired or injured or whatever. And in this game against Newcastle, they struggled against a Newcastle team that only had 10 players. And from the beginning of the game, it looks like Newcastle was the one pressing them, putting them under pressure. They Fortunately for Liverpool, their first 2 goals were scored against the run of play. But after that, once again, the defense just looked confused. Um, in transition, they can't keep up and get back behind the ball. And just looks like Amarin is lucky to come out with a win. Now, I still think that Liverpool is top 3 team in the league, definitely. Their forwards play, their strikers are good and combine well and score well. I don't think scoring is a problem for them. But they have to, and their midfield is good, but they have to deal with this defense. And Slot is going to have to ask himself what type of tactics does he want to use? Because if he's going to press, then they're going to have to do a better job of coming back and defending. What are your thoughts, Cooley? What are your
Well,
thoughts?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's 6 points, 6 out of 6. It's two
Yeah,
wins.
yeah, yeah,
At the beginning of the season, different players they're coming back from the holidays. Some are different levels of fitness, and you tend to lose or draw away games. Very, very difficult to win away games.
yeah.
And Newcastle is a team that's trying to break into the top four. They're not in the top four. They're probably within number position 5 and 9. And
If
to
they
break
lose
in,
without their striker, they're 6 to 9, I think. But go ahead, yeah. Without that boy that wants to go to
yeah, six to
wants to go
nine.
to
So
Liverpool. Yeah,
so they're trying to break into that. They are a big team. Yeah, historically, the Toonami used to be very, very, very popular in the 90s. They had a very popular side and they were very, very widely followed. They went down for a long time and they've just been back up for a few years. Now, looking at that game, Liverpool didn't really, I mean, the man of the match I'll give to Slobber's line. He managed to rally that midfield to hold on
yeah, yeah,
amidst a lot of pressure from Newcastle. And
yeah,
the sign of a great team is that they win when they play badly. This isn't
yeah.
really one of Liverpool's better games. They will play better, but the thing is, they won, and they won an away game, and everyone has expected Liverpool to get 3 points in the first game and 3 points in the second game, and they've done so. Everybody expected Arsenal to do the same, and all the other teams are struggling. Nobody else, I don't think, is able to, I mean, of the top of the great teams, it's only those two. I mean, I'm sure maybe some newly promoted team might have done something random. But I mean, when we're looking at the real league chase, the teams that we think are going to become the outrunners, that's Liverpool and Arsenal, are off to flyers.
Yeah, like I said, Liverpool definitely. I still have them on my power rankings as still the best team until they lose. They're going to be the best team, and they won the championship. They're still the best team in the league. Arsenal followed by Arsenal, but Liverpool has been living dangerously since the last third of last season. They've been dropping a lot of their form. They're not playing the elevated form they played at the beginning of last year, which is kind of troubling. But like you said, let's see if they can catch some rhythm. But we know that Ekitike is very excellent. So with Ekitike, with Salah and these guys, I expect Liverpool to be challenged to be top 2 all season. We can't say it's too early right now to say who's going to win. Any other thoughts did you have from that game? You know their defense is still a big issue as far as I'm concerned. Their
Yeah,
defense.
Isaac. Yes, Liverpool's defense is a big issue. They were breached many times and they did concede 2 goals. Um, Newcastle were blunted because of the inavailability of Isaac, who has been unsettled, ironically, by Liverpool. And with Isaac in that team, I don't think that it would have been a straightforward win. I think had Isaac been settled in Newcastle and Newcastle were able to build and move forward from there, this game would have been a very, very different situation.
Yeah, it would have been different if he had come in, but it's hard to
Newcastle
say.
needs to figure out a way to hold on to good players, and yes, because they have the money. So I don't know if even if they can't buy in these brand new expensive players, which they can in the long term, because Newcastle has potentially better support base than Manchester City even. But if they can't do that, then they need to at least hold on to the quality players that they have. They can't lose Gutierrez. They can't lose. They've lost Isaac, Anthony Gordon. And then he's out for 3 games. They said Newcastle are now suddenly in crisis. They've got 4 players missing through injury or suspension. All of a sudden,
Yeah, to be honest, Isak has fucked that team up.
So they're in a crisis now. I think Liverpool are doing what I think they do. Yeah. Yeah.
But
I think this is one of Liverpool's bad games. They've got it out of the way and they got 3 points from it.
Yeah, and we all know, like I said, the real matches are going to be when the top 4 teams play each other, City, Liverpool, and those will be tactical matches. They're not going to be easy matches, and that's where we're going to find out. And I always say with those types of matches, whoever has the best tactics. And so it's gonna be a test to see, because I don't have much faith in Arteta's tactics. The person I have faith in is just that the team is not that good right now, is Guardiola. But the problem is Guardiola may do well in those big matches, but then drop some matches to small boys. That's the thing about him. What are your thoughts here?
Yeah, the City are missing that defensive midfield player that they need in their third. They haven't replaced Rodri. Kovacic is injured. They need to get somebody in there before the window comes out, because God knows what condition Kovacic or Rodri will come back in. If they do come back, it'll be towards Christmas and they'll need time and it might not be the same. So I don't know what efforts Manchester City are looking to do, because that pivotal position is so important to their style of play. It's right through from Rodri to before Rodri was Fernandinho, before Fernandinho was Yaya Toure. And also Manchester United never replaced Carrick. United had Keane, then Carrick, and they've had nothing great after that. And these players are so important to those particular teams. Liverpool are able to play with pivots. They don't necessarily
Liverpool does use the pivot.
Rely on a CDM in order to achieve the consistency. Yes, that the Manchester teams need to do, but the Manchester teams do rely on that position very much. Chelsea has always been strong in that position. Their problem is the creativity and the ability to finish off. When looking at all those factors involved, it's going to be an interesting title chase, but it's going to be between Arsenal and Liverpool. I don't think City are going to recover well enough to join in that chase, because they're still going to drop more points. They may not keep losing, but they're going to start drawing games they should be winning and lose the odd weird game. But then they're going to have an up and down season. Win today, lose tomorrow. Same with Man United. These teams are not quite got it right.
So quickly, in 2 minutes.